Hello, I'm Nabil Ibtihaj. I have been very fortunate to work with Ensemble this summer as a Google Summer of Code intern. The project I work on is transcript comparison, and I was mentored by Fergal Martin and Kostas Billis. Now a bit about myself. I'm from Bangladesh. I'm currently a master's student of computer science and engineering in Bangladesh University of Engineering and Technology. My research interests include computational biology and bioinformatics, biomedical engineering, machine learning, and evolutionary computations. Now, let me briefly describe the background of our project. In comparative genomics, we are mainly interested in comparing an unknown gene with well-studied one in order to infer the attributes and functionalities of the unknown gene. And orthologous relationship plays a vital role in this regard. Now, orthologous genes are genes that are originated from speciation instead of duplication, which creates paralogs. A lot of work has been done in analyzing these orthologous relationships between the genes, but very few attempts were made in the transcript level. And as we know that due to alternative splicing, the transcripts often get quite deviated from each other. So the objective of this project is to refining the notion of orthology in the transcript level, and we are interested in finding the most similar transcript from already quite similar transcripts resulting from orthologous genes. Let me mention the challenges we faced in doing this project. The biggest challenge is that very few previous works has been done in this field. As a result, we have a lack of a proper benchmark dataset, and there is no straightforward way to evaluate the performance of our algorithm. Now I will briefly explain the approach we followed. We developed an algorithm to rank the transcripts, which is illustrated in this flow diagram. Our algorithm starts by taking two transcripts. Next, we extract the exon sequences of the transcripts. Then we perform a pairwise comparison between the exons. We perform a weighted global alignment and compute the scores using this formula. Next, we combine all the exon similarity scores in order to obtain the transcript similarity score using dynamic programming, where you use this formula, and finally we obtain the transcript similarity score. A novelty of our approach is weighted global alignment. Here we emphasized more on the splice site, because during alternative splicing often the splice sites of the exons get modified. So we put more weight on the splice sites, and we use some kind of inverse Gaussian distribution as illustrated in this figure. As we can see that a lot of weight is put on the terminals, but it gradually decreases as we move towards the center. Now I will present a demo of the application we developed. Our application code is accessible from this GitHub repository. Now let me give a brief demonstration. Here we have the application we created. We can select the species from here and the type of gene or transcripts we are studying, like protein coding 1 and gene code basic 1. Let me select a gene from here, for example A1CF. The gene ID has been selected automatically. Let me pick one transcript from here, which is already been filtered. Let me pick this one and submit the query. Now the result has been computed. We can see that this transcript is the most similar one and this is the least similar one. These numbers actually doesn't signify that much because they highly depend on the set of parameters we use, which can also be tuned. Now let us study the most similar one and the least similar one. As we study the most similar one, we find that this exon corresponds to this one, this corresponds to this one, and so on. This exon corresponds to no other one because this is actually completely of UTR region. And if we pick any other exon pair from here, we can observe the similarity between them. Like for example, we can see the transcript similarity, which is computed using muscle. We can also observe the similarity of the synthesized protein from here. And we can also study the splice site weighted similarity from our algorithm, which is shown here. And clicking this link would take us to the ensemble page where this transcript is presented. Now let us study the least similar one. Here we can see that this is the least similar transcript, and clearly it is visible to us that a lot of exons are missing from here, which is due to alternative splicing. The exons have been skipped. As a result, this transcript is far away from this transcript. Thus, for alternative splicing, this has been deviated greatly. Now let me carry on with my presentation. Here I will demonstrate some of the results. To evaluate our algorithm, we collected the interpro features of the proteins and then computed the Jaccard index, which is the ratio of intersection over union. Now, if we study this transcript, we would find that the similarity of domain feature and protein feature of the first ranked one is 100%. For the second ranked one, it drops down to around 75%, and the third ranked one, this is around 25%. This is what we expect. Thus, our algorithm has successfully ranked the transcript based on their similarity. And it is also evident from the similarity of the protein features. But it is often the case that although significant amount of alternative splicing are taking place, the significant portion of the sequences are still conserved. And since they are already orthologous genes, they are quite similar. And for a lot of example, we see a lot of ties of the scores. And in some cases, unfortunately, we find that our algorithm strangely behaves. Like, for example, here we can see that the third ranked transcript is actually worse than the fourth ranked one. This may be some of the limitations or errors or somewhat gray areas of our algorithm, which should be further studied by us. Now, let me point out the future directions of this project. We are interested in also studying the case of intron retention, which has been skipped for now by us. And we would also like to optimize the code further by porting more from Python to C++. And we are currently working on preparing a manuscript describing our algorithm and results, which we would post to bioRxiv or submit to some journals. So thank you. This has been my presentation. If you have any question regarding my project, you can find me here. Thank you for your attention.